They just keep getting younger and younger.
Pascal.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal back at it again with another pop-up video. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and on Twitter. The Pascal Show, one word. Hit that like button down below, and let's not forget to crush that subscribe button if this is your first time checking out this channel right here. Anyway, we got to jump into this story. I'm happy I started the show or the day with some good news, but this was another story that I wanted to share with you guys as a pop-up video. And this is a story that I mean, I don't get it. I feel like we're getting, as we get older, these incidents and the people who are behind these weapons are getting younger and younger and younger. It is terrifying to think that any child would be able to have access to any type of weapon of this type, to be able to do anything that would be unaliving somebody at all. Okay. But we got to take a look at this story, and it's tragic, y'all. We have a Sonic employee that lost their life at the hands of a 12-year-old that had an AR-15 in their possession that opened fire on this Sonic member, this Sonic staff member. And now this man is no longer alive. His name is Matthew Davis. He was only 32 years old. Still had a whole lot of life left in him. And what's so sad is same thing with this 12-year-old boy. This 12-year-old child has been arrested, and God knows what kind of charges they're facing and all that. But of course, their life now is completely ruined because of this terrible thing that happened in Keene, Texas. So we got to get into this article. To me, this is absolutely just devastating, wild. And why are they getting so darn young, y'all? It gets younger and younger and younger as we start talking about these stories, okay? And I will say this too, please, if you guys can, because I know these are pop-ups and all that, please do me the favor. Please share this, okay? Please share this story. This is definitely a cautionary tale. This is starting to become a tale as old as time as well. We are hearing these kind of stories all the time. People are losing their lives. We are hearing that by kids, by children, okay? And this is terrible, all right? So I just needed to say that really, really quick, all right? So let's get into this, all right? A 12-year-old boy has been charged with M. When was the last time we said that out loud? Last time we did anything was a 6-year-old opening fire on their teacher. Remember that story? 6 years old because he brought a weapon to school. Now we got a 12-year-old that is being charged with M, okay? After aiming at a Sonic staff member with an AR-15. Cops found 32-year-old Matthew Davis lying on the ground with multiple GSWs when they arrived at the Sonic Drive-In in Keene, 50 miles southwest of Dallas, around 10 p.m. Saturday. He was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced gone. Okay? Fighting for his life until they pronounced him gone because of the multiple GSWs on his body. Detectives believe Angel Gomez, or Angel Gomez, 20, was the driver of the 12-year-old boy and other passengers. So there were other people in the car. So that's good to know too. Gomez was loud and disorderly and had been confronted by Davis after relieving himself in the parking lot. So he got out of the car and was relieving himself all over the doggone parking lot of Sonic. And that's when he comes out. That's when Matthew came out, understandably, okay? During the heated exchange, the child grabs the AR-15 from the car and fired 6 rounds at Davis. The boy and Gomez fled the scene. Gomez later returned to Sonic and was arrested. I wonder why he went back. I'm sure to go and get his car. That's my assumption, that he thought that maybe the heat would die down and he needed to go get his car. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. I feel like they both fled on foot. The child was detained at a house in Rio Vista, about 14 miles south of Keene, where multiple guns were seized as well. And of course, this is Matthew, okay, with his son. He had a 10-year-old son. And he had just started working at Sonic just 2 weeks ago, guys. A brand new job for him, brand new opportunities, and all that. And now he's gone because he was trying to get this man to stop relieving himself in the Sonic parking lot. Idiot. This is the man, this is the 20-year-old man that was driving that ride with the 12-year-old boy in it. And in that car was the AR-15. Let me just say that one more time. And of course, this is the Sonic. We've all seen Sonics, but this is the Sonic here. Gomez and the boy, who the cops have not yet named, have both been charged with M. Davis, who leaves behind a 10-year-old son, had recently moved to Keene and started working at the Sonic just 2 weeks ago, like I just said a second ago. His mother is working to bury him in Louisiana, where he is from. Okay, Lynn Barton, his aunt, posted on Facebook, "It is with deep sadness that I share my family has had a major loss this Mother's Day." This happened on Mother's Day, guys. "My best friend and sister has just lost her son due to an unspeakable tragedy. Her son was hit while at work." You know, I got to use these code words, "while trying to earn a living. Please share this as we are trying to get enough money to put our beloved son, brother, nephew, and friend to rest. Thank you." Another nearby resident said they heard gunfire and then an air ambulance. "I was outside. My fiance ran in the house and I heard a bunch of gunshots." This is apparently from what the nearby resident said. "You see helicopters every once in a while, but you never see them flying this low and this close to home, at least." She added, "A 12-year-old in this day has access to a gun and unalive someone breaks my heart mainly." Again, here's Davis again. Now, you know what's really frustrating about this, okay? And of course, you know, there's spokesperson people that are coming out and saying we're saddened by this, and you know with this whole situation, and we're thinking of him, and we're deeply moved and all that stuff. I mean, when we look at this, okay, when we hear this kind of story, this is a full on warning of what's really going on out here in these streets. Okay, we have kids running around with weapons. That should not be happening. Period. Point blank. It is sad that this guy was just doing his job, going out there trying to get, maybe this guy was inebriated, maybe this Gomez guy was having a few drinks and he just needed to go relieve himself. Why he couldn't have just walked into that Sonic and used the restroom so that he can go and take a leak. I don't get why he needed to do what he needed to do in that way. And the sad part is, this man literally lost his job or lost his life because he was just doing his job. That's it. This man was walking out there, probably telling him, "Hey, you can't do what you're doing in the parking lot. What the hell is wrong with you? Go, there's a bathroom in here," whatever. However the altercation happened. But this kind of thing happens all the time. We are hearing stories. We have talked about this countless times where we see kids out here that are losing their lives and they're young. They haven't even some of them haven't even hit puberty yet, for crying out loud. And they're already knowing how to take the life of somebody else. Why did this kid have access to an AR-15 Why did he pull this gun out and aim it at an innocent Sonic employee? Why are our kids quickly choosing gun violence before they even get a chance to assess the situation? I don't understand. But again, this is a story that tells us point blank that we are in some crazy, crazy times. We're starting to learn even more now that kids as young as 6 years old are for some odd reason learning something that is not right at all, which is there is no care for human life, that they don't even realize that human life is that precious, that valuable, that amazing, and that we only have allegedly one life that we can live on this planet. You know, my heart goes out to the family. But again, when are we going to start learning? When are we going to start learning and then start applying? We have a 12-year-old kid, and let's be real. We see these in high school mass tragedies all the time. Teenagers going into schools and causing tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. These things are becoming more and more a story that we hear all the time, and it's frustrating. When are we going to learn? And when are we going to change? Not adapt, but actually change. Because when we adapt, we're just letting it be what it is. That means we're just adjusting to the times. And I'm telling you right now, we need to not be complacent. We need to be extremely proactive right now. There's a lot of danger going on out here in these streets. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. What are your thoughts on this story? To me, it's heartbreaking. This is another story, another situation that we talk about all the time, where we really, really, really need to start finding ways to be active. Comment down below, hit that like button down below, and let's not forget to crush that subscribe button. It'd be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family. Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.